Hey, it's Chandra Prophet here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to take this raw cmos and turn it into perfect cmos gel. Today I am using Fruits and Roots cmos gel. I ordered this not too long ago and I'm super excited to use it. They send you so much, y'all, so much. This is an 8-ounce bag of dried cmos and I can't wait to turn it into some yummy gel. Now some people ask, what is cmos and what does it do? cmos is full of so much nutrients. It has 96 minerals of the 102 minerals that we have in our body. I have 6 major health benefits of cmos. 1, cmos will boost your energy levels. 2, cmos is vitamin rich and contains 90% of nutrients that our body needs. 3, cmos promotes natural weight loss. 4, cmos helps your body build muscle naturally. 5, cmos helps break up mucus in your body. 6, cmos helps build a healthy immune system. Now let's get into making this cmos gel. First and foremost, you have to clean it and clean it thoroughly. When I start to clean the cmos, I break it up as much as I can, and then I add water and start to massage out all of the dirt and film that is on it. You see how the water is dirty and gray? I do this a few times. Not only am I cleaning out the dirt that has collected onto the cmos, but I'm also massaging in love and thanks for what the cmos is about to do for my body. Now I do this, you don't have to do this, but I normally let it sit for just a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, to really loosen up so that I can really clean it as good as possible. You want to make sure that you clean it as much as you can and so that there's no dirt left in your water. So after you clean it, you're going to let it soak for at least 4 hours minimum, but most like to let it sit overnight and soak. You want to soak your cmos in water that has the most life in it. You want to use alkaline water or fresh spring water. You don't want to use any water that could potentially have toxins in it like fluoride or chlorine. Make sure you fill the water all the way up and have your cmos completely covered. This is very imperative because your cmos is going to expand 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 times what you see here. So make sure that you have enough water so that it's able to absorb. Now to let it soak, just put it in a dark place, or you can even cover it and let it soak overnight. Something that we forget is that the cmos has soaked overnight and now your water has nutrients in it. So don't be afraid to use that. You can use this water in cooking or even to feed your plants. I personally like to feed my plants with the water. Now, some people like to cut their cmos before putting it in their blender, but because I soaked mine for so long and because I cleaned it so well, putting it into my blender whole is not going to damage my blender at all. Now, I like to put fresh Alkaline or spring water into my blender and fill it up just enough to cover up the cmos. Then I turn my blender on high and go to blending. Now you let this blend for just a few minutes, just until you get the consistency of applesauce. See there? You wanted this type of consistency. Applesauce-ish. Now make sure that you're storing your cmos into an airtight container or a mason jar. Now, I'm making multiple batches, so it's okay that I have leftovers. But I'm going to show you what I do with the leftover cmos that's in the blender at the end of my full process. Now make sure you do not close up your mason jar or your airtight container until your cmos has cooled all the way down. Let's look at this consistency, baby. Perfect. This is the amount that you want to take every single day. About a tablespoon. Now if you're taking it straight up, that's perfect. If you're putting it into smoothies or into a tea or however other ways that you might want to consume, you can afford to take a little bit more. Now my daughter doesn't really like the taste of cmos, so I kind of cut the taste by putting fruit into hers. Now I only make a small batch because adding the fruit makes the cmos go bad quicker. So I just do a small portion that can last about a week. Now adding the fruit into the cmos, your consistency is going to be a lot thicker. So make sure you add more alkaline or spring water to your mixture. I definitely could have added a little bit more water, but this was still fine for me. Now I'm done with my complete process, but you see that there's still some left in the blender. Oh, don't worry, I'm not letting that go to waste. I normally just make a smoothie right then and there. Adding in berries, different types of fruit, pineapple, my juice. A lot of times I add in granola or oats. Now this yields a lot of smoothie. Almost 64 ounces, but that's okay. I personally can do a meal replacement with this amount of smoothie, but for someone who has a small family, you can definitely split it with 2 or 3 other people. So this one bag of cmos was 8 ounces. It yielded 80 ounces of cmos gel. That's a lot, right? Now here's the test to know that your cmos is ready to put into the refrigerator. We call it the Dairy Queen test. You flip it over, and if nothing falls out, it's ready to go into the refrigerator. But last thing, don't forget to date your cmos. cmos gel is only good in the refrigerator for 1 month. So make sure you date it, then consume it within the month. If you want to make large portions like this, you can also freeze it, and it can last in the freezer for 4 to 6 months. So I shared my smoothie with my family, and it was absolutely delicious. Listen, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you and your family are staying healthy in this time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.